What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to Superhero Saturday here on your Totally Cool channel. And we are on episode 3, Wolverine, 3 of our Build-A-Figure Marvel's Nemesis Wave figure. Yep, we just did the 2 legs in the past couple of episodes. I saw a comment about Gambit the last time, and it was very nice to see people leaving their comments. So leave your comments below if you have any other suggestions, any other comments about our videos. We would love to hear from you. So we are on episode 3, and we are still on the Marvel's Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. It's a very exciting wave. In fact, it's the latest wave that came out of Hasbro's Marvel Legends line. And for today's episode, we will have the torso and a little bit of the head of Nemesis in the box together with Marvel's Husk. All right, so let's set these guys aside and then we're gonna do 2 Wolverines, right? Put them aside, and let's talk about Husk. Now, Husk is the 3rd sibling in the Guthrie sibling brood. And the Guthries being one of the more powerful, genetically rich mutant families that Mr. Sinister really loves. You know, this whole mutant purity line thing that goes on with Mr. Sinister. But that's a different story altogether. Let's talk about Husk. Husk is actually named Paige Guthrie, and she's a mutant with the ability to morph her skin into any form and becomes a member of the X-Men. Now, it's very painful mutation. Like, for example, she needs to adapt to acid, or she needs to adapt to fire. So her skin, her outer skin, is going to peel off, so that underneath that skin is going to be that layer that will protect her from that situation or from the need. So she mutates to the situation, but the process of peeling that skin off is just so amazingly painful that she has to yell out all the time. Yep. So it's a very exciting character. We're not gonna go too deep into that. Let's go into the figure. Looking at the box, really excited. I really love the fact that Marvel Legends didn't stray away from the window packaging, although they did do that with the VHS tape X-Men. Let's look at the left side. The left side has a very animated action pose from Paige, from Husk. All right, so that's her. On the right side, there's a small picture of her, and on the back you see a very nice close-up, and on the bottom you see the whole line together with the Wolverine. Like I mentioned earlier, we have 2 Wolverines because we got this as a set. Just looking at it from here, you have a lot of nice things. There's an alternate head, there's a couple of alternate hands. Yeah, all right, so let's get down to it and let's see the figure inside. Let's release her. Okay, one thing that I've noticed about this particular line is that this flap, this is just a public service announcement for those of you who want to keep your boxes pristine. When you pull this back, you got to be careful because it might tear the box. So you have to put your finger here and peel it back on the plastic's edge. That way you can get the toy out. Okay, that's for those of you who like to collect their toys and put them back in the box after you've seen them or after you open them, because who wants to put them in a box that's already torn? Now others would just, peel it off. Okay, so what is inside? Okay, this is a 2-part clamshell. This is a 2 clamshell deal. Okay, because the other clamshell holds Nemesis. I think this is about 50% of what Nemesis is. All right, so let's set that one aside. So you see, it wasn't in it with her. You've got Husk. right off the bat, you see nice tones of red, maroon, and yellow that just really pops. You've got some mutation effects here. You've got an alternate right hand, an alternate left hand, different grasping kind of look. And then you've got a head where it's got the skin changing. All right. So let's get her out. Let's show you what she can do. There we go. That's the head. So that's what comes in the box, and it's very fascinating because there's a lot of things going on with her. Especially love the alternate head. It's got the metal skin underneath as his partial mutation just coming online. I do have a question though. Anyone of you know where this goes? Does it go on the face? Does it go, I don't know, somewhere? It's got a hole in it, so it's probably going to stick into something. I'm not sure. So let me know in the comments if you can tell me where this should go. But I'm pretty sure it comes with this, okay? Now, we're not going to do the regular articulation review because it's the same articulation. It's the same, it's the same. Shoulders, biceps, you got the elbows. Let's go straight into the figure. I love the fact that the heads are different. There's a totally different expression for both of them. At the same time, see, one's snarling and the other one's just, I'm a cute little blonde. Yep. So we can just see how that changes the entire figure. Hey, see, scary. It goes, it's the time of the month. That's why she's doing that. All right. Okay. Now let's put back the normal head. I like the normal, I don't know, I like the normal head better. But in an action pose, of course, this one serves its purpose. Now, as I said, the articulation is pretty normal, pretty standard for Marvel Legends. And the fact that they're all pinless, the elbows and the knees are both pinless, is just fantastic. Okay, now let's do a run through about the color and all of that stuff. Inside the box, she's, compared to the Gambit we did last week, she's got more accessories. So just right inside the box, she's very impressive. At the same time, you put the whole Nemesis torso with her and she pops, okay? Now the color scheme inside the box is not so eye-catching, but once you take her out and you compare her with the other more earth-toned colors of the members of this toy line, of this wave, and she's got a very distinct character, okay? Now the yellow gauntlets, or cuirasses, what you call them, and the boots, they're, love the way they create, division in the color scheme. So out of the box, in the box, pretty cool. Playability, again, you got two different hands you've got a different right hand, different left hand, all balled up fist. That's already increasing the value. And you've got the alternate head. Okay? So playability, so many things, not a lot, it's not unlimited, but there's more that you can do with her. Shelf appeal or desk appeal, it's a completist's dream, because if you've got Cannonball somewhere, you've got the other Guthries in there, then this has got to complete the set. At the same time, she's one of the newer generation of X-Men. The newer comic book fans probably know her. I don't know her as much because I wasn't too deep into that after my teen years. But for the newer generation of comic book collectors and followers of the X-Men, this is a key figure, especially with a very unique mutation like that. Now, so shelf appeal, even if you don't know her character, just the way the color, the way the expression, even the strands of hair on the head, it's still a very distinct figure on your shelf. And if you don't know who she is, if you look at, for example, you're looking at your shelf and you have somebody looking into it and say, if they know her, oh, that's Husk. And if somebody who looks at it doesn't know her, they're gonna ask, who is that? So she is very eye-catching, and she's a nice addition to any X-Men collection, just like all of them. So let's do a final toy review. Before that, let's do price point. We got this as a set, so this is probably within the $20 range, somewhere within that, maybe 25 would be the most. But if you get things on, and this is my suggestion to all of you toy collectors out there, if you get things on pre-order and you do have the budget, or if you have a seller, if you have a vendor who's willing to sell it to you for a down payment and you pay the full price later on, that way you can work through your budget, get it. Because you never know when the price is going to go up. Okay, and you never know when the figure is going to be released again. Like, yes, you can always get a Wolverine, you can get a Cyclops. Wolverine comes on almost every wave, and Cyclops comes on every other wave or a different iteration of him. But characters like Husk or the Nemesis line, I think for me this line is a treasure trove, because it's got Marrow, it's got Fabian Cortez, it's got the different colored Nightcrawler and the Age of Apocalypse Gambit. So this is a treasure trove of very, very key figures that's not mainstream. So the price point for this is, I think, too low for its value, given its place in X-Men canon and in X-Men lore. So that really brings it up. For the final toy review, is she not cool? Is she cool? Is she totally cool? Huh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think she's cool. I'm actually on the edge of saying totally cool, but I'm trying to be careful not to be too premature. Maybe I'm being unfair because I'm being conservative, but with all she's got going for her, the alt head just really calls to me. She is very, very close to being totally cool, and for a couple of reasons. The paint is so clear, paint is so crisp. The accessory is so nice, and she's a very obscure character that's vital to the story. Okay, so love having her in the collection. That's why she is certified cool. So with that, we thank you for watching our episode for today. This is Superhero Saturday, and thank you for watching us until the end of this video. Hope you like it, and if you do, hit that like button. To be part of our ever-growing toy family, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell button so you'll be notified of any future content that we will be coming out in the future. Again, we're 3 figures deep into this toy line, into this wave. We still have Marrow, we still have Cyclops, we still have Nightcrawler, we have Wolverine, and we will definitely build up to Nemesis. So with that, we thank you for watching. We hope to see you again. And remember, toys aren't just cool. They're totally cool. So happy collecting. Bye-bye.